Winter is here. The frosty winds are gathering. The snow may be on its way, but we're ready. Whether you're by the fire or out in the elements, we've got the forecast and the wisdom you need to keep warm. So settle in and let's ride this winter together. The sky, it rumbles with a winter's might. The snow is falling through the silent night. The clouds bring tidings of Christmas cheer. I can feel it in the air. The season's here. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Welcome friends through winter's glow. We've got so much to share, let's go. The frost is sparkling in the dark. Say Merry Christmas to David and Mark. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Winter storm warnings flash across the screen as the blizzards paint the whitest scenes. Holiday updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the seasonal news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. The sky, it rumbles with a winter's might. The snow is falling through the silent night. The clouds bring tidings of Christmas cheer. I can feel it in the air. The season's here. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Welcome friends through winter's glow. We got so much to share, let's go. The frost is sparkling in the dark. Say Merry Christmas to David and Mark. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Winter storm warnings flash across the screen as the blizzards paint the whitest scenes. Holiday updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the seasonal news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Winter storm warnings flash across the screen as the blizzards paint the whitest scenes. Holiday updates flowing through the feed, bringing you the seasonal news you need. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. No, seriously, please don't forget to like and share.
I'm here. Can't hear David. Are you muted, Dave? I can't hear you at all myself. Nope. Not a word. Hang on a second.
Test, test. Okay, I can hear echo.
Okay. So that means you should be on.
Now, there we go. I think I'm on. Okay, everybody, are you there? Okay, thank you, Dave. Thank you, Anna. Okay, everybody says they can hear me. That's great. All right, now, things are about to get crazy. Our fears are being realized as we look to the west. Right now, let me get this cleared up here on the screen. Okay, now hopefully Cal can hear my mouse, or see my mouse, not hear it.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Okay. If y'all can see it, I hope you can see it. You see my mouse on here? What's the red circle? The red circle, Mark, tell him what it is.
That is a mesoscale discussion that came out alerting us to the possibility of a tornado watch, which has since been issued until 11 p.m. It ended up including us, even though the meso discussion did not.
Yeah, so this is getting serious. If you look back here, the squall line to the west, let me move it just a little bit. The squall line to the west here is in the process of, it's developing. And it's continuing to develop. And all along it, pretty much every storm along this is severe. So looks like we're going to be in for a wild ride. Dylan Harper says he has a wild echo. Who's echoing? Okay, Mark has an echo. Eric says you've got a lot of echo.
Let me see what I can do, because if I get rid of that, I may not be able to hear you.
I imagine you can. Let me go down here and see if I can find something on you.
Now, is that better?
It's fine with me if everybody else can hear him. I'm waiting for somebody to tell me.
Yeah, is that any better?
Sounds like you're feeling well. Mark does. Mark Slater says no. Mike Slater says no. No, wait a minute. Hold on. No, they're saying no. It's no better.
Well, I don't know which one is causing the echo of our several sound sources.
All right, talk. Let's see here. Now you're muted now, Mark. Are you there? Yeah, I heard you.
I'm here.
Okay.
Test, test. Test, test.
Now try it.
Test, test, test.
Did that make any difference to anybody? Everybody's saying you've got an echo. Okay, hold on. They're saying better. That's okay. Now they're saying that's great. I made a change.
Okay.
Okay, is everybody hearing me okay now?
Okay. That must have been it then.
Yeah, I changed it. It had multiple monitoring. I put monitor off, and it looks like I took care of it.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, good. We're
All
good
right.
then.
Goodness gracious.
Well, at least we've got it fixed, and we can go on with business because this is some serious business we're having to discuss.
Absolutely.
All right, so wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. They said now the echo is back. Hold on. Let me go back and change that back because I did that after. Now talk to them.
Test 1 2, test 1 2. Can anybody hear me? Test 1 2, test 1 2.
Let's see, it's echoing again. Doggone. What did we do that made it go off? Now, whoa, hold on. Okay, there's... I can't tell. I've got good, yes, great, better. Okay, now they're saying perfect.
Yeah, that delay keeps getting us.
Yeah, I guess. Okay, they're saying it's working now, so I think it was the... Okay, I'm not changing anything. All right, we're good. All right, let me turn the panel off. Here we go. We're good to go. All right, so as you see this, we have we have a line approaching. It's approaching the Mississippi River. It's a little slow, but as I said, everything along that line is severe. And numerous tornado warnings up on the part of it up in Missouri, and then there's one down in Arkansas, down just below Hot Springs. And now they say you're frozen, Mark. Yeah, you're frozen up. I can't see you.
What the absolute heck?
I don't know, but your audio's great.
Can people hear me? Yeah, can people hear me?
They can hear you, but you're frozen on the screen. I don't know what. Okay, everybody. So ignore the big red circle there. That has already been a thing where it was talking about they were going to issue the watch, and now the watch has been issued. As you can see, the yellow outline here includes all of our region, Western Kentucky, from Todd County westward. Logan County is
okay. I should be back.
Yeah, you're back. This watch goes from about the Tennessee border northward, all of Western Kentucky, up into Indiana. Mike Bynum, that takes you in as well. Okay, let's see here. I love you guys. Thank you for keeping us up. Now, so, Mark, we did have a wind speed recorded on the other side. What was it, Trigg County? Of
over in the western Kentucky and in the Missouri Boot Heel area.
It was
had gusts up to 60.
Correct, 60-mile-an-hour winds, and they've been gusting here pretty good. So anyway, as you see, there's special weather statements cropping up back here in this would be Arkansas. See what it says. And mainly for the gusty winds. Winds are gusting up to 50 with penny-sized hail in that storm. So A lot of things going on, and I think it's going to continue to be this. We're going to see these continue to erupt, and it will eventually get into our area. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, there is a freeze warning for Western Tennessee.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there is a
That's
freeze
what's
warning.
coming in overnight.
So overnight, we're going to go from 70s out there now to below freezing. That is amazing for this time of year. In fact, Monday looks to be our coldest day with near record low temperatures. This is just
Actually, the freeze warning is from Monday evening through Tuesday morning.
okay. Now, the good thing is the winds are supposed to be up Monday evening. I hope they stay up because that will protect our trees and blossoms and everything on the trees, the fruit trees. Let's just hope that continues to be the case. And then Tuesday evening, I think there are clouds coming in. So we very well could escape losing all of our trees and everything, the blossoms and the fruit. Maybe I'll save my plum tree. But we're watching this closely. There's several storm chasers out here, and one of them is with us. If I can find Josh out there.
Yeah. By the way, that tornado watch extends all the way down into central Mississippi.
Okay. So what I want to do is we'll go ahead and watch this a little bit. I want to do some hang on just a second. I'm trying to get up my graphics. He doesn't want to let me take it, even though I see it.
What are you trying to pull it up, Dave? Chrome?
Yeah, I've got it up now. And
Okay.
trying to get tropical tidbits to come up. Okay, here we go. Now, this is the model we're watching, and I'm going to put it into motion a little bit here. Everything sure is running kind of slow.
It is.
Here's 12Z. It's 7 a.m. March 16th, which is today. Wasn't it today? No. Yeah.
Today's
Anyway.
the 15th, yeah. Welcome to the Ides of March.
Yep. And you can see the snow changes over, the rain changes over to snow pretty quickly behind the front. The temperature is going to drop rapidly. We're looking at maybe an hour's time, a drop of 30 degrees or so, maybe even more. So it will drop fast enough that the precip will not be out of the way before the cold air gets in here. Sean and Starla Cooper, terrified of the coming storm in the Lacey area, getting a plan in place now. Okay, let me clear the air a little bit. Don't be overly frightened about this. Yes, it's going to be some strong storms, and yes, we're going to have to watch it closely, but it doesn't mean that everybody's going to die. I promise you, we're not going to die. I'm going to go to the Storms Prediction Center. Well, this is all acting so squirrely up here. Okay. This is the current outlook, and you can see a large area of enhanced severe weather. But when I go to the tornado threat, you can see a 10% chance of tornadoes in this area right here. Hopefully you guys can see it. You can see my mouse. In this area right here, the yellow hatched area, 10% tornado threat. That's pretty high in my opinion. I don't see it that high very often, but this is going to be pretty nasty when that front gets in here. Does it mean we're going to have a tornado? No, it does not. It just means that there's a little bit higher than usual chance for one to occur. Also, Mom VT808PU says, is there a chance these storms could fall apart before getting here? There is a chance, but because of the parameters and everything, the conditions, I don't think they will. Sylvia Garcia, what time is the most likely window for severe storms in Russellville area? And will this be one of the line of storms or multiple rounds? So that's a good question, Mark. Will it be multiple rounds or one line?
What we're looking at is there could be some individual cells out ahead of the line, but the main push is going to be the squall line right ahead of the cold front. And that's where all our high thunderstorm winds are going to be, and that's where our tornado threat's going to be possible. But if we get individual cells out ahead, they're called discrete cells out ahead of it, those could be your highest tornado potential.
Yeah, this is showing the wind threat. Tell them what they're seeing.
Okay, the wind threat, the purplish area there means that there's up to a 45% chance of severe winds. The little hatching area says that there's a chance that some of those storms could be strong enough to produce 75 plus mile per hour wind gusts.
That would be certainly damaging.
Yep.
Anna James says, I was only half paying attention, and all I heard was they would say we're all aren't going to die. No, we're not going to die. You know, we've been through severe weather like this before. I know some of you have storm anxiety, but trust me, it's going to be fine. We're going to get through this just fine. We don't see anything like the December 21 outbreak. I've heard that before. I don't really think the tornado threat is as high as the wind threat. Well, it's obvious when you look at the graphics. Tornado threat's only 10%, but 45% is the wind threat, which is pretty significant. Sherry Francis, what about Muhlenberg? Same thing. Everybody that's in this area, in western Kentucky, it's going to be the same forecast. The squall line is going to come over all of us. Now, there is a little line just north of Mayfield, between Mayfield and Paducah, a few showers. That could help rob the energy, maybe.
Yeah. Or that could also go severe. We're waiting to see what happens. Right now, we're kind of lacking a little bit in instability and moisture, believe it or not, in our particular area. But there's a low-level jet that's pushing all that stuff up from the south that is supposed to push that stuff in right ahead of the cold front.
And what is the dew point here now?
52.8.
So it hasn't increased much in the last couple of 3 hours.
No, but I bet, let me look out to the west a little bit here, if I can get my mouse over there. Yeah, it's in Graves County, it's 54. In Fulton County, it's 57.
So once
So
we hit
it is coming our direction, yeah.
Once we hit 58, that's the magic number to get severe storms. So the dew point is well below severe right now. I don't see anything happening for a while until the dew point gets up there. Now, once we hit the 58-degree dew point, we could get some severe storms. That is one of the breaking points. And then once we get up, if we go up higher, like into the 60s dew points, that's when your tornado threat would increase as well. So just remember that. That's a little bit of things I'm teaching you here on the weather that you can hopefully take with you and learn a little bit. Let me see if I can find the National Weather Service page. I want to look at the storm preparations. Yeah, all this stuff, Mark, was just disappeared. Here we go.
Yeah, go to Weather Story. They've got a bit of a timing update on there too.
Okay.
As far as the main line.
All right, here is the weather story. I can't really get as close as I want to. I'm having a hard time reading those little letters.
Yeah, that farthest eastward little dotted line is ETA 6:15 p.m.
So at 6:15 p.m., it's just getting ready to cross over into Kentucky. It's not there yet.
Yeah.
So
they do mention those storms right around the Mississippi River. They say have limited potential for severe weather.
Okay. And
that's probably right along the leading edge of that nose of moisture and low-level jet.
Okay. Mothy Light Beams, she's given some good advice about getting prepared. I'm looking here. Jason Dotson says, hello, watching from Cloverport, waiting for the storms to come tonight. Here's my saying, don't be scared, but be prepared. That's a good saying. So, folks, I do think that this is a possibility of we will see some severe weather at some point. The vast majority of us will. Is it going to be damaging or life-threatening? Seriously doubt it'll be life-threatening. Might get some damage to roofs. It just depends. If we get under a supercell with 75-plus mile-an-hour winds, then there's going to be some damage. May even be some power outages. But
probably so. There could be some trees down.
That's true.
Too, so be aware of that.
But just remember that, we've gone through these before, so don't worry quite so much about that. As just be prepared, know what to do when the severe storm warning comes out. Take all warnings seriously. And right now, you should be taking this tornado watch seriously. It means that conditions are favorable for the formation of a tornado. Does not mean that it's going to be a tornado, just so you know. Let's see here. Trying to see what else we got here on National Weather Service. I hate my mouse. Okay, here's a little bit better graphic on the timing. So by 9 p.m., the main line of storms should be in western Kentucky. And from 9 p.m. till midnight, it would be crossing over Hopkinsville and into Logan County. So that's kind of the timing. As you can see, prior to that, 6 to 9 p.m. from Missouri into Kentucky. So that's your timing. Give you an idea about that, and then we'll see how it goes. So the black lines indicate the proximate timing of the cold front and severe storms this evening. Now, once that gets through, temperatures are going to drop like a rock. Much colder air arrives tonight, lingers through early Wednesday with single digits to lower teen wind chills. They're forecast from Monday night into Tuesday morning. And on top of that, we're going to get a dusting of snow. I saw some things say up to an inch possible on the grassy surfaces. The only reason it would be decent road conditions because the roads are a little warm because of the warmer temperatures we've been having. So anyway, Ashley, Tommy, that's kind of what I was just answering. Logan County, between 9 p.m. and midnight, these storms will be upon you. I would say it'd be closer to 11 or midnight. Thank you, George. Summer Perks, thanks for both for keeping us updated. Isabel Guevara, when is it supposed to come to Hopkinsville? Okay, the timing right now looks like, if I had to say by looking at the map and the timing and everything, I'd say somewhere around 8:30 would be more of a pinpoint. So maybe that will work for you. I do encourage you, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate if you would subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to do so, and if you like the technology we're giving you, I hope you will do so. It doesn't cost a dime to subscribe to us, and it helps out the channel a lot. Now, let's talk a little bit more about these thunderstorm winds. I can get to it. Okay. Again, the purple mark is a fairly high risk for damaging thunderstorm winds, 60 miles or more. But in the purple area, there's some risk for winds of 75 miles per hour or higher. Now, that's hurricane force winds.
That's with the thunderstorm winds. We also have a wind advisory for outside of the thunderstorms going on for possible high winds up in the 40 to 50 mile per hour range.
Mike and Erica Bynum want to know when it's going to hit them. They're, of course, up in Valentine, Indiana, east of Vincennes. I would say their timing is going to be similar to Hopkinsville, although maybe a little bit earlier because the line is kind of slanted back to southwest. So I would say probably 7:30, 8 o'clock time frame, Mike. I hope that's going to be accurate for you. Donald Alford, is this straight line wind threats like everybody getting 60 plus or just embedded winds and storms that pop in the line? I think it's going to be general risk for straight line winds. Correct, Mark?
Yeah, there's a lot of wind going to be generated with this line, kind of describing, this is like one step below a derecho, which, if those form, they'll have very high winds that can continue on and on and on and on. But for right now, it's looking like there'll be individual cells that'll be stronger, but there'll be whole areas that are getting those 60 plus mile per hour winds.
Correct. And I think I saw somewhere that really our severe weather will occur in a 30-minute period, 30 to 1 hour minute, 1 hour time period. So that might be a little consolation. That's due to the fact that the storms are moving pretty fast, about 60 miles an hour. Toker, MC Joker, what time shall we see the line in Fancy Farm, Kentucky? We have scared children here. Well, let me get back off this. So let's go back to the radar. Hang on just a second here. Okay. So we're looking back here into Missouri, and you can see here's St. Louis back down. Hopefully you're able to. Can you guys see my mouse on this map here? There's hey Noah says, how are you doing? It's been a good minute. The winter has been here for too long. Yeah, well, it's not going away just yet, but it won't like much. Mickey Morris Island and Centertown area. Okay, you can see my mouse on the map here. Okay, that's good. Okay, great. So as you can see, all these boxes are severe warnings. That means these storms are severe. I'm going to get in here a little closer, and then I'll tell you what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to take a closer look by going to the single site radar and give us a little bit better handle on it. Let me see here. Let's call up, got to find the radar. Just a sec. Here we go. I'll call up the St. Louis radar. Now you get a better idea of what we're dealing with. You see how strong these storms are. And the one down here, if you can see my mouse, is, and this one it's warned, tornado warned, it's bowed out. So it's got some strong winds in it, but it also has a tornado warning in there. So I would say that tornado warning would be down here in the lower end, probably about in the center of this right here. Now let's go back to Fancy Farm, Kentucky. Fancy Farm, let me get it down here. I didn't know exactly where that was because I've been there a couple of times. I can tell you, Fancy Farms is west of the lakes, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, Toker. Okay, a little west of Mayfield. Okay. Yeah, there it is. Okay, I've got it. You're probably getting a little shower right now there. So I got some good news there, I think. You got this little shower, so hopefully that's going to help rob a little bit of energy from the atmosphere over you and keep you from getting like tornadic stuff. But we can't rule it out. Anytime you have a system like this, there's always a chance. More than likely, you're going to experience high winds, and hopefully that'll take care of it. Could get some roof damage. Hopefully it'll all be fine. Not everybody's going to get damage in this, but you know, we got to tell you about it so that you can be prepared. I think you're going to be fine there. This is moving fairly rapidly north and eastward at 60 miles per hour. The individual cell is moving about 60. So that would put it into this area, I think, in this one, between, I would say, somewhere around 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's just a wild guess, but I think Fancy Farm would be in the line about that time, and we'll keep an eye on it for you. We are going to go live. We're going to do this broadcast to give you a heads up, and then as the storms start coming in, we'll be going live again. We want to go on generator for the time, make sure we don't go out of power, and they're able to keep online for you, and we can tell you what's going on. So that's kind of what we're watching. Let's see here. I've got somebody asking about Adderville. Another one's asking about Centertown. Let me see where I'm at here on this. Hopkins, Nebo area. Uh, Fruit Hill. Okay, Fruit Hill is going to be about the same timing as Hopkinsville. Same thing for Madisonville. I'd say somewhere Providence, Crofton, all that is going to be about 8 to 8:30 time frame, if we've got it figured right.
Yeah. Remember, this is a squall line. We can't say, well, this town's going to get it, this town's not. The squall line's going to come through everybody tonight. Everybody's going to have a chance at getting some of the severe weather out of this. So all you can do is just keep an ear out for the warnings.
Take a look at the Paducah radar. Now, these little cells here, Mark, do we need to be concerned about this? Look at them.
That's what they were just talking about on your graphic for afternoon thunderstorm update. They say the severe potential for those is lower, but I'd keep an eye on them anyway, because those are the type of cells out ahead. Like I said, I think that is the leading edge of that low-level jet that's going to kick up the surface winds quite a bit and also bring the moisture in.
Okay. I'm going to go to the Metropolis camera here, see what we can see. And, yeah, there's a good little
Pretty
storm.
good little cell.
Sure is. You can see the rain shafts here. Dew point is 57.4. They're right at the severe criteria for dew point.
Yep.
So far,
so that moisture's
good.
coming our direction.
Yep. I absolutely despise this mouse I have here. It's stacked up on me. Okay. So I'm going to back out. Again, this yellow enclosed area is a tornado watch, and that extends until 11 p.m. Correct, Mark? Okay, well, that's correct. Hey, Kim Newton Dolly, thanks for your advice. Is everyone be safe and David's team? Eric is helping us on this. Grover John Bryant, I hope it's after 8:30. I'll be home then with my family. Chevy McCaskill, Hopkinsville, Elton, Melissa Knight. Okay, folks, let me stress one more time. This is a line of storms. Almost every storm in that line is severe. When it comes across, everybody's going to be infected at the same time. If you're in line with Hopkinsville from north to south, the time's going to be the same regardless of what city you're in. If you're Hopkinsville, then Madisonville, all the way up to maybe Owensboro or so, the timing is going to be very close to the same. For that area is about 8:30. Further east, like Elton, maybe Logan County, you're looking at a little bit later, 9, maybe 10 o'clock, and back to the west earlier. Around Paducah, I think I saw it was, I want to say it was 6 to 7:30. But anyway, just giving you an idea that the further west you are, the earlier it will occur. The further east, the later. So, anyway, Beth Simmons says, watching Paducah. Everybody be safe. Thank you, David. You're welcome, Beth. And Andrea Cook, I was going to head to Flying J. Jennifer Menace, what time will Paris be getting the storm? That's Paris, Tennessee. It would be very similar, same time. I'm going to say about 7:30, 8 o'clock in that time frame. So the main thing is don't panic in this. Just be safe. Use good judgment. This is not something that, this is our first big severe event of the season. This is the start of the severe weather season. We're going to obviously have some more of this stuff coming before the season is over with. This one is a little bit better. If you see, there's some gaps in this line, so it doesn't appear to be a solid line. With any luck, you will come across it with getting one of those gaps. You won't get anything. So that's just letting you know kind of the way it looks. Hey, Chelsea, she says, hey, you're from your friend in Clarksville. How are you doing, girl? It's yeah, you got about the same timing as Hopkinsville does. And there's Beth Simmons on with us, and Lucas and Pomney. Thank you, Lucas. Says they love my dream catcher behind me. Well, that's for when I fall asleep up here, which doesn't happen too often, but it has happened. But thank you, guys. That's to bring out the Native American blood I got. But anyway, Heather Odom, saying prayers. Linda Holly Hudson, Camden, Tennessee. Let me see here. Let me see where Camden is exactly. That's the Paris Camden area. So I know it's around Paris. It's going to be about the same. Okay, right here's Camden. And it's just southwest of Highway. You're still looking about 8 o'clock. Paris, Camden, about 8, maybe 8:30. Same thing with Hopkinsville, about 8:30. That'd be about the time the squall line would be in here. And it would be running from northwest back to south. I'm sorry, northeast back to southwest. In fact, while I'm down here, we'll look at Paris's camera. We got a camera there in Paris. Get it to come up. Let me go in a little closer. This is Henry County Emergency Management, and there is Paris. Wow, look at the green buds on the trees. So you can see it's windy, and hopefully these buds don't cause us too much, doesn't get damaged too bad by the coming cold. That's the problem. I'm going to go a little further. Let's see if we can get a look at this storm right here west of Union City. Just some rain showers coming down. Let's see, we're looking towards the west. And that would be the storm right here. I don't know exactly. Let's see if this camera here picks it up better. Okay, this is Sunset Boat Ramp, Reelfoot Lake, and look at the complete rain shield coming into it. This storm is right on the edge. Looks like it's becoming severe, although I don't see much in the way of wind. The trees aren't blowing that bad. They're blowing a little bit, but now we're getting pretty heavy rain right here in Reelfoot Lake. Dew point's 58, so they're at the threshold of severe weather as far as the dew point goes. Let's see if Martin, Tennessee will show, their camera will show that better. A little bit better view of the storm coming in, as you can see, all along the skyline here. But look at their dew point, 51.7. So there's a big difference in dew points from there just over, and that's a short distance. Patsy Stewart's watching from Dawson Springs. Welcome aboard. Jennifer Menace says, crazy. We're getting storms, and my husband's in a whiteout in Wisconsin. Prayers for all. You know, just for the heck of it, let's go up here and see if I can find a camera up here somewhere. I want to see the conditions there, if I can. Looking for a camera, but it's hard to see with all these different watches and warnings. Here's a camera here. Wow, yeah, it's snowing pretty hard. It's 27 degrees. This is in Manola Tower.
It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah. And I think I can look back the other direction. There it is. You see they've got some accumulation on the ground. I was hoping we had another one up here somewhere a little better. this pink or this red right here is a blizzard warning, just so you guys know. So if you're around Des Moines, Iowa, anywhere up in there, man, I wouldn't want to be you. Don't even see a camera up there anywhere we can pick it up on. Mark, how do I turn off some of these? It's way too busy. I need to turn some of this stuff off.
Go over to the left. The three lines. Click that.
Got overlays?
Yeah. Actually, it's weather alerts. Go to winter.
All right.
And you can just turn off all the winter if you want.
No, I don't really necessarily need to turn off all the winter. It's all those little individual AWAS readings.
Those are going to ship. Well, let me see. That'd be METARs. It's the next one down, data overlays, METARs. This thing.
Okay, that helps some.
And you can turn those off.
Yeah, that helps some. Now we can see a little bit better. Okay, so here we are again. Get back the radar up here. We're looking at this through Paducah's radar. As you can see, boy, this storm up around St. Louis is really nasty. Let's see if I can get it. I've got a camera there. Let's see what we can see. Well, I've absolutely despised. I need to. What is wrong with this thing? Got it out. There we go. Okay. Cindy Shelton on from Ma's Kitchen. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so far we're doing okay. This storm here south of Paducah, Mark, looks a little strong to me, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Trying to keep an eye on that one. It's also got a little bit of hail indicated in it, up to about a half-inch indicated, which means it's probably not reaching the ground, but it is the first signs that it's a strengthening storm. So far, I didn't see much in the way of winds in it, but that can change pretty quickly.
A lot of information going on here, so hope you're not confused by what you're seeing. This first little line, this is not the main line. This is just some little showers developed out ahead of this main line. Could be where we're going to get an input of higher dew points. I do want to tell you guys, so if you have not gotten a storm shelter, you really need to consider that before this season gets too deep into it. It's going to be pretty crazy, and I do want to take time right now to do a thank our sponsors and to give them a attaboy, especially when it comes to Mid-South storm shelters. Good grief. Take a look at this.
It's a stormy night, and the power just went out. Then you hear it, the distant wail of the tornado siren. Tornadic storms are bearing down. The nearest public shelter is miles away, and they don't allow pets. You should have a Mid-South storm shelter right at your doorstep. Sturdy and roomy, in below-ground or above-ground styles. Both comfortably fit 10 people and deliver true peace of mind when severe weather threatens. When the weather turns severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. Mention the promo code Weather and Wisdom for $200 off. Financing is available.
And those storm shelters are pretty sturdy. They're selling a lot of them. A lot of people got their name in on it to take advantage of the promo code, $200 off the price. Be sure and talk to them pretty soon because they are getting busy. I did talk to them actually yesterday, and they said yes, they're getting backed up. So if you want one, give them a call, get your name in the pot so they can get to you. Let's see here. Lisa Barnett, is Crofton going to get bad? I just got on here. Crofton is going to receive probably some strong thunderstorm winds, just like everybody else. As far as me telling you how bad it's going to be a matter of your opinion on what happens. If you lose a roof, then it's pretty bad. If you don't lose a roof, then it's not so bad. I don't think you're going to lose a roof. If, the thing of it is, this is going to be some pretty strong winds with this storm. And let me get back over here to I'll come back to this here in just a second. We just got a new tornado warning just west of Poplar Bluff. Let me see if I can get a camera on that. This is a tornado warned storm.
Yeah. The tornado warnings on these storms today are going to be unusual. Normally we have these little small polygons that show from where they expect the tornado is right now, just how long its expected path. I notice these are looking more like severe thunderstorm warnings where they're looking at areas within the line that are producing it. Like the one that was just before that said that tornado warning for southeastern Shannon County and in Oregon County, both in south central Missouri, at 4:52 p.m., severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado were located along a line extending from near Birch Tree to 7 miles northeast of Alton to 7 miles east of Mammoth Springs State Park, moving northeast at 55. So it wasn't just a single cell. They're looking for anywhere along that line.
Yeah, and you can see this is a pretty stout storm. It's a little ways away from the radar site, so I'm not sure what level we're looking at it from. But it's pretty crazy. See if we get one from back this way. Well, no signs. It does appear we have some wind in this right here. We've got some windy conditions. Dew point 63. So the dew points definitely go up when you get over into this area. Well, we're going to have to watch this. And we're going to have to watch this one south of Paducah. You can see it's got lightning detected in it. I'm going to put it into motion. So it does appear to be strengthening. Looks like it'll affect Calvert City and Smithland here in the next little bit, maybe Eddyville, but certainly moving more northeast, but it's moving pretty fast. If you see, I'll put it back into motion again, you see how fast it's moving. Yeah, that's fast. Narumi Herrera, what about Pembroke? Same thing as with Hopkinsville, about 8:30 time frame. BJ Knight, I love my storm shelter. Be scared to death without it. Thank you for that, BJ. Appreciate that a lot. Jalen Payne, what about Hopkinsville? Same thing. MS Donald Lord, some people are asking about where shelters are to go to in Hopkinsville. I hear that I think it's the Second Baptist Church may have it, but I haven't heard anything official about that being open. Shelley Workman, Triggs sounds alert at 58 miles per hour. Well, that's because that is the criteria for a severe thunderstorm, but I wouldn't think they'd do it just for that without an actual warning be issued. I don't know. Rumbling pretty good in Calvert City. Thank you, Tony. I do want to give a shout out to Kelly over at Taco Bell over at 7th and North Drive. She's over there working her fingers to the bone. Boy, she sent us some burritos over here, and they were to kill for. So when she's over there working, boy, you'll get the best burritos out of there you ever had. So I had to give them a shout out for that. Thank you so much, Kelly. Chris Gober, never know when a storm shelter will save your own life. That is true. I got to tell you, these storm shelters, there's several of them out there, but Mid-South is one of my favorites because they're not as expensive as some of the other guys, and they will work with you. And so that's a big help, and I like their designs. I really do. I do want to go back and let's talk about some more of our, hold up, sorry about that. I want to talk about, if you have roofing damage, call Michael Vance Contracting Roofing, 270-707-ROOF, whether it be residential or commercial. Michael Vance is the one to call, 270-707-ROOF. And he also owns Lakeside Campground Marina. We'll show you the camera from over there here in just a minute, but take a look at the campground. Is the hustle and bustle of everyday life getting to you? Now you can enjoy quiet, relaxing days filled with the natural beauty of Kentucky Lake and its abundance of activities. You can find that and more at Lakeside Campground Marina, located on Jonathan Creek on the western shore of Kentucky Lake. They offer a selection of lakefront campground sites and a full-service marina and many other amenities. If you love boating, fishing, or just getting away from it all, visit us online at www.visitlakesidecampground.com. Okay, and I do want to tell you that that is a great place to visit, but one more place, if you get damaged, these guys are the best there are when it comes to taking care of you there. Watch this.
Disasters can strike unexpectedly, leaving behind a trail of destruction. From floods and tornadoes to windstorms and fires, the aftermath can be overwhelming. Our professional disaster cleanup team is dedicated to restoring your property to its pre-loss condition, including cabinets, flooring, and more. We specialize in removing water, mold, smoke, and debris, providing a safe and healthy environment for you and your family. We work with all insurance carriers, so you don't have to. All Clean, putting your world back together.
And like I said, you need to know them because they will really help you if you get some kind of damage to your house and roof, and so therefore they can help you restore it. One more place, Pennyroyal Auction. Watch this.
Welcome to Pennyroyal Auction Center. Now's the time to pre-consign your pieces of equipment. If you've got something sitting in your fence row or in your garage, bring it on out to Pennyroyal Auction Center at 8224 West Jefferson Davis Highway in Elkton, Kentucky. We'd love to work for you and market your item to an audience that is looking for your piece. Give us a call, 270-886-2235.
Okay, and I do want to tell you that, go back to the radar here again for just a second. I won't leave it for very long while we got this going on. I just have to get the sponsors in because they help pay the bills and keeps it where we can bring you the technology. But anyway, April Lilly says First Baptist Church opens at 5:30 basement area is what they posted. So there you are. If you're in Hopkinsville, you need a shelter, First Baptist Church at 5:30 will be open in the basement area. So thank you, April. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Rita Walker, nothing on Antioch Road, just some wind gust. Jay and Payne, where are you guys located? We're in Western Hopkinsville, if that helps you any. 100 Margaret Place is the address, and it's a secure facility. We've got all kinds of things here to watch out for, but pretty good sized facility. You'll see a salt dome that's no longer being used here, so that gives you an idea. Mia and Lily and Darlene are watching. Rose Fernandez, Eddyville. The sirens that you hear on here in the background are when they issue new warnings. And look at this, we still have warnings all along this entire line. Everything in this is severe.
Cookie, this is whiskey sugar.
There's breaks in the line though, which may or may not be a good thing. Sometimes you can get spin ups in those breaks, but the line itself looks to be pretty thin. I'm going to look at a camera here, see if we got anything going on, if I can get the call up. This is WCMC in Arkansas. Don't see much. Darkening skies to the west. Excuse me. Again, these tornado warnings to the west of Poplar Bluff, they've continued to be that. This storm has been persistent. Moving east, northeast. I'm going to try again and see if I can get a camera on this, see if we can see anything. Tornadic. So far, we're not seeing anything. Dew point's at 63. That's a pretty high dew point. Here's Boycom, Missouri. So we're going to keep a watch on this. This little storm back here already got a tornado warning on it. Let me see if I can find a radar to show it a little bit better. Ooh, there's why. This is a solid line now. All of these storms are severe. It's all through Arkansas. These are moving northeast. And again, all of this is severe. Pull out again. Here is Hopkinsville, looking back in this direction. I see the sun has popped out here at our location in Hopkinsville. New tornado warning up in St. Louis. I'll have to see a radar site to call it up. Here we go. Certainly you can see that's a pretty nasty storm. Lockhart 502. It's been pretty sunny here and pretty warm for several hours now. Located up in North Christian. Craig 04. Hello, David and Mark. Thanks for all the information. You're certainly welcome. Janet, Barry Lee Morgan, Sunshine and Nebo also has been for hours. Sunshine is not our friend. It would tend to increase the instability on the atmosphere. So I prefer that it would be cloudy most of the time. We intend to break off of this here in a little bit because when we come back, we're going to come back on prepared to stay as the squall line gets closer. Let's see here. Kroger, John, Bryant, David, you tell people to come see me at Kroger? Well, I finally had some people come by and say hello to me. It's a nice couple and UK Wildcats and chat among those. I'm glad to hear that, John. Evan Miller says, hi, David and Mark. So I need to get the rest of my sponsors in, everybody, so I hope you'll be patient. Right now, there's nothing pending in our neck of the woods yet. We're watching it close. We're watching this storm up around Paducah, but it has since moved on off to the northeast and seems to be weakened. I got a few more back to the southwest of Mayfield. Again, it doesn't seem to be anything serious. Here's the camera in Union City, Tennessee. As you can see, they've got a black cloud kind of over them passing by. You're welcome, John. Robert Frederick says, thank you for watching out for us. Stay safe. Tammy Gamble. Madisonville has sun. You can see the dew point back here in Union City, Tennessee has risen. It's 55.2 right now. Again, everybody, hang tight. We're going to show you some more of this. And I suspect we're going to take a break. When we come back, we want to come back on generator power so that if we lose power, we will stay on and continue to bring you the coverage that you need. So I do want to talk to you about our sponsors once again. We'll continue to watch these a little bit. In fact, I want to look at this camera here since there's a new tornado warning there. City of Perryville, Missouri. You can see the winds are bouncing the camera around a little, but nothing really to write home about. But anyway, talk to us about our sponsors. Then we're going to look at some cameras. If you have a 401k and you have money you need to invest, there's one place you can call, and that is Jacob Mudd at Mudd Wealth. Take a look at this. True wealth is about more than money. It's about faithfully managing all we have been given. Mudd Wealth stands committed as stewards guided by Christian faith, dedicated to strengthening lives through wise financial counsel and unwavering integrity. Whether we are managing your retirement funds or developing your step-by-step financial plan to help steer you toward financial security, we have the tools it takes to deliver peace of mind. Mudd Wealth can help you on a product-only basis, providing competitive fixed interest annuity rates, life insurance quotes, mutual fund management, and investment advisory services. Give Jacob Mudd a call at 270-743-2810.
Securities offered through the Tavener Company, member of FINRA, SPIC, and MSRB. Investment advisory and financial planning services offered through Tavco Financial Advisory, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Customer care line and management for both firms can be reached at 800-543-6922.
Okay, and also, I don't want you to forget our good friends over at Roy's Barbecue in Russellville, Kentucky. If you want some barbecue that you could kill for, you got to try Roy's Barbecue. Watch. Roy's Barbecue. It's an experience, not just a meal. If you want great food, local atmosphere, and a wonderful dining experience, come to Roy's Barbecue in Russellville, Kentucky.
Most have been 10, but I got out in 6.
You know them. They're twins, right? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roy's Barbecue.
It's a place of song and conversation among good friends. Celebrating 40 years of family, food, and friends, Roy's Barbecue, 101 Sarah Lane, Russellville, Kentucky. And I'll tell you what, the best barbecue you could ever find is right there at Roy's. If you get to Russellville, look them up. You will be glad you did. Let's see here. Several moderators are on, and James and Dave are all on. I'm glad to see you guys. I don't know what Anna's and Sycor are talking about, but anyway. Oh, okay. Sycor says, this turns out to be a nothing burger. My reality check is going to bounce. Ginger Major, so glad I found you on YouTube. Well, thank you, Ginger. I hope you subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot. We sure need the subscriptions. It makes all the difference in the world. Let me continue on with our sponsors. How about this from our good friends over at Pampered Pets?
Going out of town? Just away for the day? Need a place for your furry four-legged friend to stay? Is Rover looking a little shaggy? Visit Pampered Pets at 101 Johnston's Trace in Hopkinsville. They offer grooming, daycare, and the best boarding accommodations around. They have top-in-the-line boarding suites, a large outdoor run, and an indoor play area your pet will love. They also have an experienced groomer and a top-of-the-line grooming facility. You can have peace of mind knowing your fur baby is well cared for when you're apart. So when you have to be away from your furry best friend, make sure they get pampered at Pampered Pets. They're located on Dawson Springs Road before you get to Eagle Way Bypass. Call them at 270-889.
I didn't get the phone number. I'll look it up. Okay, Sally Grimes, thank you so much for the info. I hope this helps others. It helps me. After living through the 12, 10, 21 tornado, I get on the nervous side at the mention of storms. Thank you. Sally, I'm glad to hear that it helps. We are going to keep you calm. I'm not too crazy, overly worried about this. It is a concern, but I've seen worse than this before. So those of you with storm anxiety, please trust me. This is not going to be a repeat of December of 21. This is definitely nothing like that, and it's going to be fine. I think we will get through this just fine. Jenny Stewart, so glad to see you all. I'm not looking forward to this storm. It makes me so nervous. I understand that. I understand how a lot of you are nervous about this. I used to be that way, and the only thing that helped me is I got into this group, and, well, next thing I know, I'm out messing around with them. I take them seriously, but I do respect tornadoes. I've lost a couple of friends to them that were out in Oklahoma chasing, and I don't like them, but I do respect them. So anyway, Cassie Knight just tuning in. What do we see for Hopkinsville? We're looking at a time frame of about 8:30 of the squall line getting in here. It's still probably a couple of hours from getting to the Mississippi River. And so we got a little time yet. Sycor says, hope not. I lost my home in December 21. I remember that, John. And John was featured on the Discovery Channel's Eye of the Storm. And it's a really heart-wrenching segment. I do happen to have a copy of it here, but I can't show it on the air, but it's an amazing story. So he went through it. He really did. Okay, so let me go ahead and do some more commercials. I won't be much longer now. We're almost done. I want to talk about, let's talk about our hometown locally owned pharmacies. Watch this.
Have you ever stood in a long line at one of those big chain pharmacies only to find they didn't have the medication you needed? That's one of the reasons I like to go to a locally owned and operated pharmacy. The staff knows me there. They know my medications, and they're always there to answer any questions I may have. And when I can't get out, they deliver what I need right to my doorstep. They even carry items for my fur baby. Two of the best locally owned pharmacies are Tom's Family Pharmacy on Country Club Lane in Hopkinsville and Save More Drugs on Fort Campbell Boulevard, also in Hopkinsville. You'll find a friendly smile and great service at your locally owned pharmacies, Save More Drugs, and Tom's Family Pharmacy.
Certainly, there are great places to go and they know you by name. Locally owned pharmacies are the way to go. Let's see here. Austin, Kaylin Manning, what time will it be in Auburn? Auburn is looking more of a 9:30-ish, maybe even a 10 o'clock time frame before the squall line actually gets to you. Patsy Stewart, what is the timing for Dawson Springs? That would be about I would say around 8 o'clock to 8:30 time frame. And these are approximate. Don't hold me to it. Mad Max 881 says, hey guys, it's Earl. Best of luck out there. Red Cross is standing by for this weather coming in. You think it might hit a cap on the way in like before? Not this time, Earl. I think that the cap is not going to hold too much dynamics with this storm. If there is any encouragement, I'm seeing fewer tornado warnings on the southern end of this and more up towards the northern end. So maybe that's a good sign for us. We will see. I can guarantee you we're all going to be fine in this before it's all said and done. Let me do a couple more commercials and then we'll be pretty much finished up. I want to talk again about my good friend Leon over at Pennyroyal Auction.
It's time to consign your tractors at our next farm and construction equipment consignment auction. Give us a call and get your tractor consigned or bring it on out to our lot so that we can get your tractor listed. We've got bidders from all across the country and the world, so if you can bring your tractor early, it'll increase your chances by a lot to get your item sold. We look forward to working with you. If you've got any questions or concerns, give us a call at 270-886-2235 or you can check out our website at pennyroyalauctioncenter.com.
And then one more, we're going to go back and visit Mid-South storm shelters. You got to watch this and take them seriously. You need to get one of these. Watch.
It's the middle of the night and tornadic storms are approaching. The nearest public shelter is miles away and they don't allow pets. You should have purchased a Mid-South storm shelter. Mid-South storm shelters offer you the security of having your own shelter at your doorstep. These sturdy and roomy shelters come in below ground or above ground styles. Both styles accommodate 10 people comfortably and will give you peace of mind anytime severe weather threatens. When the weather gets severe, have no fear with a Mid-South storm shelter. Call today at 270-725-6020. Mention the promo code Weather and Wisdom and you will get $200 off. Financing is available.
Again, there's a lot of those storm shelters out there, so get in on it before they get backed up. Salacor says, whoa, I thought that would help to have a piece of candy in my mouth when I took a shot of whiskey. He's doing that for storm anxiety. And he says, do not do that. Sharon Vincent watching, this makes me so nervous. Sharon, it's going to be fine, I promise you. Brent Thomas, he's live on another vid. I'm not sure what he's talking about. Okay, anyway. And James says, Sycor, I'm going to need you to behave, sir. He says, that stung my nose. Okay, never mind. These guys are crazy. Christina Merritt, Auburn, Kentucky, time frame, please. Christina, it does look like you guys will not get anything before 9:30-ish, 10, I would say would be the time frame for that. We'll look again at that here in just a little bit. I want to look again at this line, squall line coming through. You can see it's extensive, but it does look all the tornado warnings are up to the north end of this. So if we're lucky, we will only have severe thunderstorms and not tornado warnings. Bill Millander, 448, what time should Hopkinsville take shelter? Well, that would be up to you because we don't really, we don't know what the strength of the storms will be when they get here, but we'll see. You will know. We'll be sure and be on here, and you can see the warnings and everything. But I wanted you guys to see all this. I do want to go over to some of our cameras, and let's take a look at Hopkinsville's elevator cam. You can see we've got bright sunshine here in Hopkinsville. This is Skyline Drive, looking down at the Kroger Shopping Center. And a good friend John Bryant's down there at Kroger there somewhere in the meat department. So if you see him, go up and slap it. No, don't do that. Just tell him you saw him on the Weather and Wisdom channel. Angie Page Bartlett, I live in Owensboro. How's it looking for us? Angie, it's about the same with everybody. We're all going to be impacted by this squall line. It stretches from north to south, almost all the way down to the Gulf Coast. So this is not just a small system. This is going to be a long system that's going to affect pretty much everyone at some point. If you're lucky enough that it doesn't, then you're in good shape. But the thing I'm seeing is that the tornado warnings are off to the north of this, in this line, up to the north of, through Missouri, up into St. Louis area. Hopefully that'll continue to be the case. But if you look back to the southwest, let me see if I can call up another radar here. You can see this is a fairly narrow line. What is a little concerning is these cells popping out ahead of the line. That would be supercells eventually if they hold together. We will see. They can be dangerous. We have a red flag warning, which means high wind, good grief, high danger of fire down in this area of Texas. But as we move back up, you can see this long area. Let me just do this. Let me go to the multiple radar sites. Now you can get a better idea of that squall line, how far it stretches. So, and you see these red areas up here? This is a blizzard warning. Yeah, can't believe it. Trish Shorn, I messed up on my last comment. Is there any chance the storms could weaken before they hit Hopkinsville? Of course, there's always a chance they could weaken. Go back to the single site. It seems to work better for us. But, you can't count on it. You have to take them seriously. I do have a report right here. Let me see what this one says. It is a tree down on a house in Sullivan, Missouri. So there is some damage being reported back here behind this line. Okay, Shelley Workman getting a lot of darkening clouds, moving pretty quick in Trig. Well, while we're here, let's look at some of the cameras over that way. Let's look at Lakeside Campground. This is Kentucky Lake. And you see the clouds are growing darker there. The wind's picked up. It's 73 degrees there. Wind gust up to about 15. Can't really see the dew point on there. It appears that it might be 60, but I can't swear to it. Let's look over at Katie's. The skies are darkening for sure. I'm trying the WKDZ studios. This is 6880 and I-24 in Trigg County from atop the WKDZ studios. And you can see darkening skies. This is looking off to the north and east. Let's look at Owensboro. And the wind is really rocking. This is a bridge that goes from Owensboro over to Indiana. But it is really windy there. Let's look over here. I do want to see this. This is in Colorado. Show you a quick winter scene. Here is Yellowstone. I don't see any geysers erupting. LaGrange, just to the northeast of Louisville. Bright sunshine. Actually, a pretty nice day. It was really windy. And then here's the other direction. Look back the other way. Look at Louisville. It's really windy. You can see the Ohio River is got a lot of ripples in it, a little white capping going on. And I do want to look here at some of the traffic cams. Right here, this is Providence and Peaches Mill. Traffic's moving fine there. Let's go to exit 4. Again, no traffic issue. And let's look at back towards the mall. So you can see by the traffic lights, it's really windy. Toker McJoker says that at 7 p.m. Dew Point's going to be 58 in Fancy Farm, Kentucky. You were saying that earlier was bad. Is that correct? No, 58 is just the lowest parameter you have to get severe storms. It doesn't mean you're going to definitely get severe storms. Thank you, Dave. That Pampered Pets phone number is 270-889-9494. Yeah, 270-889-9494. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that. John Hargrove, are you guys on till this passes? We will be on. We're going to go off here a little bit, and we want to go over to generator power for the actual severe event. So right now, we don't have anything pending on us right now. It's just a few showers, nothing serious, maybe some thunder over around Mayfield. But we're going to be watching this, even though we may not be on. We're actually watching all this very closely. We have spotters, intercept teams coming in, and we're going to watch this closely. And then as it gets in here, they will be out on these storms, I promise you. And you'll get to see everything they're seeing as it comes. So we're watching it. Hotel Mario 5203, is severe chances looking the same as earlier? Yes, it is. This is Riverside Drive, 2nd Avenue. I don't see anything much to worry about there. Here's exit 11 down in Clarksville. Again, nothing serious. Here's, let's see, this is Madison, Highway 76. Peaches Mill and 101st. Let's look at Tiny Town. No real traffic issues anywhere. We'll take a real quick look at Niagara Falls. Wow, that's a nice shot. Still got some snow out there on those islands. Most of the snow in here on the land has melted away. See a few people down here walking along, watching it. Let's go to Kansas City. Wow, Kansas City's getting that storm.
Here.
Okay, thanks.
You need anything? Coffee?
Maybe, yeah. Miranda Maine, so pretty. Talking about, I'm sure not talking about, well, Kansas City is pretty there, but anyway. Excuse me. Scottsville, Kentucky. Okay. Let's see. Mr. Mikey SSB2. Good morning, David. I heard there are rotating cells that are causing massive hail in Arkansas. Is this true? I'm looking back here in Arkansas. The only thing I'm seeing is 1-inch hail being recorded in those storms. So here's one that's $half size down near Prescott. And let me find a radar site. Here we go. have some reports back here out behind me. That's all freeze warnings. Well, I don't see anything with massive hail in it. I don't know. Here's a 2-inch hail. That's pretty crazy. It's lime size hail. I don't know about that description. The wind is at 70 miles an hour. So yeah, you're right. There are some big hail producers back here that are causing damage, but I don't see them getting up this way. That's way down.
Yeah, the outline on the SPC had bigger hail down in that direction,
yeah.
And less hail, more wind and tornado potential up our way.
Yeah, everything I see up our way is there's 1-inch hail, but then most of it's less, about 3/4. So anyway. Let's see here. Mark, is there any way to pull up
Mr. Mikey, I would pull up the Cape.
Yeah.
Hang on. So far, the Cape for our area right here is still only in the middle 300s, but let me check it out just to the west of us. Yeah, it almost doubles just to the west of us. Cape's not the big indicator for this. There's just so much wind energy going on. That's what is causing our tornado potential. We don't have a super amount of instability, but what we will have is very soon a low-level jet pushing through. That's what's just ahead of the front, and overhead winds and that factor. So there's a lot of shear going on, and that high shear environment is what's going to be causing most of the potential for tornadic activity. And again, still looking for the main line's initial impact into the Hopkinsville area. Of course, out to the west, it's going to be much earlier. But for us, the the main storm squall line impact is going to be looking between 8 and 8:30. Owensboro, I'd be looking for them again, probably 7:45, 8:15 on down to 8:30, 8:45 time frame in that area. Todd County, you'll get them shortly after they get here to Christian County, probably within 8:30 to 9. And that's provided we don't get any of these storms going severe out in front of it. So far, all the storms we see out in front of it have not been severe. They've just been little thunder showers popping up. But that is the dividing line. That's probably where that warm, moist air coming up from the south and the low-level jet are pushing through right now ahead of all this. And that's forming on the east side of that.
Let's see here, Mark. As you look back there around Benton, just the other side of the lakes, got a little bit of a storm developing, a little lightning in it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at all severe indicated. By far, the most dangerous stuff is back here in the squall line. Again, the entire line is severe from north to south.
Yeah. And they're, again, doing those long span tornado warnings where they encompass, a big area of the line under a tornado warning. If you look at the ones over in Missouri.
What do you make of this line? Is it robbing energy from that squall line, or is it just the squall line actually causing it to strengthen?
Which, you mean the main squall line robbing energy from these?
Yes.
Probably not. There's a pretty good distance there. Like I said, I think just to the west of those area of showers and thunderstorms that's just coming in from the Mississippi River area is probably right along the eastern edge of where that low-level jet and the moisture is pushing up. I know over in Fulton County, they've got a lot higher dew point. Our dew point here is like 53.7, and the dew point over in Fulton is 60 degrees.
So that's increased quite a bit.
It has. In Graves County, they're at 55 degrees. So there's 5 degrees difference, more or less, just from one county to the next out there. Ballard County is 59.9. So they're, that moisture is coming in from the west and up from the south, and we're starting to see the evidence of it there. Like Callaway County is only 53. Marshall County is only 53. So just to the west of there is where you start getting that moisture influx, and along with that low-level jet push. And that's where those storms are starting to form up on the edge of that. But the main push, the main lifting mechanism is with the front.
Sean, Starla Cooper, sky is starting to get dark out there. You can see it rolling in the Lacey area. Yeah, that is actually the this front line that you're starting to see. But by far, you will notice the squall line. You will definitely see that when it comes, no doubt.
Yeah. Normally, we'd say that those storms out ahead would be like, de-energizing the atmosphere a little bit as they come through. But the thing of it is that squall line is bringing all the energy right there with it.
That's right.
So it's not going to matter how much we de-energize in front of it. It's bringing it with it.
As I said, if you would, be sure and subscribe and like and share this page. The subscriptions help us to continue to bring you the technology we're showing you. We're going to stay with this. We're going to take a break here a little bit, go off the air, and then when we come back, we're going to be on generators, so we will be ready if there's any power outages or anything. But I wanted to let you guys know that we're not going to abandon you. We will be back. Brandy, none of your business. Hey, I'm just tuning in. You guys be safe, sending prayers to all the spotters during this storm. Miss being on the team. We miss having you on there too, Brandy. Might as well come on back and join us. We got a new severe season getting ready to start. Salem 100. Is there a high chance for tornadoes in Orangeboro area, and will they be bad tornadoes? To answer that question, I don't think so. Any tornadoes.
It's not a high chance.
Right.
The SPC, when they put out their area, they put out two parts of it now. They put out how many they expect, which is the area coverage, and that's where your color code mostly comes in. Like for tornadoes, it's 10%. 10% of the area stand a chance of seeing a tornado. Then they put little hatchings on it and stuff to let us know how strong they expect it to be if tornadoes do happen. And they're expecting EF2 plus if tornadoes do happen as the strongest. Most of these little front end spin ups will probably be zeros and ones, and they'll be very brief.
What he said, I tend to agree. Shelley Workman sirens just went off in Trigg County. Well, I don't understand why that is. There's no warnings over there as far as I can tell. So,
no?
Yeah, I don't know why they would be sending sirens. There's nothing there.
They got their wires crossed.
Could be. Could be a malfunction or something. I don't know. Yeah, she says probably just the wind. Stephanie Muscatero, Canary Girl wants to know if that includes Dawson, Mark.
For which part? The Dawson's included in all this, yes. You know, basically the area for potential for the higher winds runs from Vincennes, Indiana, all the way south through Mississippi. And the tornado potential, the higher tornado potential, 10% or greater, runs up to around Madisonville, maybe over to around Marion, Illinois, just this side of Poplar Bluff, and then down into Arkansas and down through Tennessee, Clarksville, Waverly, Dyersburg, Jackson, those areas. So all those are in the potential area for higher chance, but nobody has a 0% chance of tornadoes for the night.
I'm going to look real quick before we get ready to close out for a little bit. Here's the incoming. Let me get it up here. Hold on a minute. Too many buttons to push. Here's the incoming times for everybody who wants to watch. So 6 to 9 p.m. for this area west of this line back into Missouri. From 9 p.m. till midnight, this area right here, and with Hopkinsville being in the center, that would put it in, well, let's see here.
Still around 8 p.m. or so.
Yeah, I would say around 8 p.m. And then from 9 p.m. to 12, okay, yeah, I had my wires crossed. From 9 p.m. to 12 a.m. to midnight, this is eastward towards Bowling Green, Auburn, all you guys. So Hopkinsville would be about the 8 p.m. time frame, somewhere thereabouts. So anyway, if that gives you an idea. We will be back on probably, Mark, by, I don't know, what time is it now?
It's coming up on, it's about 8 minutes till 6 now. So we should be back on by 7.
Yeah, I'd say by 7 o'clock we'll be back on. So tune in at 7 o'clock and we will be back on here. And we'll tell you everything that we need to know, everything we know, and give you an idea of what's taking place. In the meantime, if you do have to worry about anything, if you want to look at the radar, you can go over to our 24/7 channel. here it is right here, and it keeps everything, all the radars up to date. Gosh, okay, Pointer, what app do we use? I'm letting y'all see this 24/7 channel so you get an idea of what it looks like. And at least then you can keep checking it so you won't be out of coverage. And we'll probably be back on about 7, yeah. So a little over about an hour or so away, we'll come back on. All right, so and this is gonna be improved on quite a bit here before long. I wanted you guys to see this so that you have an idea. Let me get off of it. There we go. I want you to see that so you know what you're looking at when you go over to it. Again, this is a lot of stuff looking at us out here to the west. So when we come back on an hour, we should have a better handle on when everything's going to be here. So I hope you guys will join us. We're going to take a break, and we're going to get looking at this a little deeper, and we'll be back. So do not go anywhere. Be watching for us. Go to the 24/7 channel. Watch the radar there. And but we will come back here in just about an hour and 10 minutes away. We'll be back on live. So, Mark, you got anything you want to say or anything?
Everybody just hang tight. We will be right back, and we'll continue to bring the best coverage we can of this as it comes in. It's going to be all right, folks. We'll make it through it.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be fine. I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. This is a small, narrow squall line. I mean, it'll get through and over us before you even know it. So, anyway, yeah it's going to be okay.
It's going to pack a pretty good punch when it does.
That's right. It could. So, anyway, take care of yourselves, and we will be back. So, I'm not going to say, if I don't see you here, I'll see you here, but I'll see you right here.
See you later, folks.
The sky, it rumbles with a winter's mind. The snow is falling through the silent night. The clouds bring tidings of Christmas cheer. I can feel it in the air. The season's here. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Welcome friends through winter's glow. We've got so much to share, let's go. The frost is sparkling in the dark. Say Merry Christmas to David and Mark. Feel the thunder, but don't fear the night. Weather and wisdom is by your side. Snow and sleet may pierce the air, but don't forget to like and share. Winter storm warnings flash across the screen as the blizzard